it's been a bit of a week about Excel and about dates in Excel, because this was another question that came up in a course. Somebody wanted to generate multiple dates. They wanted to miss out the weekdays, and they also wondered why when they were dragging down the invoice numbers, the numbers were changing. So I showed them this little trick that avoids this happening. So if you've got that problem where you drag down a date and it is changing, or you drag down a number and it isn't changing and you can't work out why, this video should help you. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear your comments and suggestions of anything else we should cover. So let's go into Excel and have a look. So in this first column I've got the invoice number, and if I go into the corner of the invoice number and I drag down, look what happens. The number doesn't change at all. In B2 I've got the date, and if I go into the corner of the date and if you look and drag down, the date changes. And the difference is because one is a date format, so Excel is assuming that you want to change it. The invoice number isn't changing because there's no pattern. It doesn't know what to bring the invoices up. Now if I had put in the first two invoice numbers, so let's say 321, and I've then told Excel what the pattern is, so when I drag down, let me go to, I've highlighted them both with my fat white cross, that's really important. Go into the corner, get the thin black cross and just drag down, and because now I've established a pattern, Excel will sequence the numbers. So if you want it to generate a list of numbers, make sure you put the first two in, and it would work, for instance, if I typed in number 1 underneath that number 2, highlight them both, go to the corner and drag down. But there was another way as well, and also some of the problems with the dates is that people will do this but they don't want the date to change. So actually what they want everything to say is the same date, so it all looks the same. So there's the same problem but just with a different format of information. Now there is a way around it. When you click and drag normally, you use your left mouse button. And the action we're going to do, you might need to think about because you're probably not familiar with, we're going to use our right mouse button. So I want you to click on the, if you're practicing this, you can pop in this data, there's not much there, and then click on A2. Now go into the corner where you would normally drag down, but instead of clicking and holding your left button down on your mouse, use the right button. So let's do that. And because I'm clicking and dragging with my right button, I get a menu, and I can do a couple of things with that menu. I can choose fill series, and that's what I want. I want it to pick up a series, so let's do that. So here we go. Without me typing in two of them, it has picked up that series. So it's right click and drag. Now with the dates we can also do that. So let's click on the date, go into the corner, hold down the right button, drag down, let go, and again I've got a couple of options. So the first one might be copy cells, because actually I don't want the date to change. There is also, I'm just going to undo that, and because there's a few other useful options in there as well. When you go to the corner, right mouse click and drag, and there's these options here: fill weekdays, fill months, fill years. So if you didn't want your sequence to include weekends, let's just choose fill weekdays. And if you look at this, you've got 11th, 12th, 13th, it misses out the 14th and 15th, goes straight onto the 16th, and again a little bit further down it misses out the 21st and 22nd. So quite a few useful things can be achieved by using the right mouse button to click and drag from a number or from a date. Give it a go, it's really useful. If you found this interesting, don't forget to subscribe to us. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this and it's worked for you. Love to hear your feedback. Thanks very much for listening. Bye bye.